everybody? Welcome back to this stream. This is Connor from Futures Analytica, bringing you guys another live futures trading session with, of course, L2Azimuth, our premier counter spoofing strategy. Today, we are going to be trading ES futures markets. We are going to specifically be using our counter spoof scanner only on our PA account through Apex. So we're using a funded account through Apex today, and let's jump right into it. It's Thanksgiving Eve, and it is a beautiful day. So let's see if we can jump right in here. We're going to throw Concordant on. I'm going to have auto reengage enabled to make this fully automated. You can see that we got our first trade there. It was a long trade. However, our limit order did not get filled there. It looks like we may have ended up winning that if we ended up getting filled there. We are using an offset of 0. Now, if anyone asks, I'm going to pull up these settings here for you guys so you can see what settings I am using today. Of course, today we are using microcongruity, so remember that that is going to be an individual factor in getting the exact same fills. If we throw that off, which we can do here, there should be no differences, which we can do in the beginning. Well, maybe we can do that later, but let's throw that back on for now because we want to enhance our execution edge. This microcongruity, what this does down here is that we take our 2-tick micro forecasting score, which is available at the top right. You can see we're currently have a 87% short bias, meaning our strategy is only going to allow us to take short direction counter spoof trades. You can see today volatility is quite a bit lower today. Now that likely is due to the holiday tomorrow. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful time going into the holidays with your families. Just got filled into our first position there. It was a short position. We're now up 166 on the day. Super solid. Let's see what's going on with our counter spoof. So we're using 4 contracts, so keep that in mind, guys. Going to throw off our settings. If you guys need to check out settings, just go to the start of the video. I'm sorry, guys, that we had so many issues streaming over the past 2 weeks. I've had to move to 2 different places just because the internet in those places was very poor. Now I have fiber internet, so there should be 0 issues with me streaming from here on out. I should be able to stream in high quality. Let's check out our stream health to make sure everything's okay. We did get a trade there. It did not end up getting filled. Looks like we don't have any dropped frames. That's always good to see. Just got our first position fill there, or sorry, second fill there. And we ended up winning that trade pretty quickly. So that was a counter spoof trade. We detected spoofing activity and took action against it. Again, we repeated that cyclic behavior. Now we're up to $500 on the day.
Target filled.
We don't have live chat on today just because I'm trying to get back into streaming. It's been just a little bit of time since I've actually had a stream where everything went smoothly from the internet to trading and whatnot. So I just have live chat off today, guys. I apologize. We'll throw that back on once I get more comfortable and I'm able to multitask again. Having chat on is one of those things where I need to be able to look at both at the same time, and that's definitely something that I'm going to do again like we did in prior streams. It's just that right now I really, really want to focus on having a successful day trading and streaming and just not have to worry about anything else. However, I did post a link to our Q&A form, which is located in the chat. If you guys fill that out, you can submit questions for my review, and I can answer them throughout the stream. This helps me allows me to build up a queue of questions, and I don't have to immediately see it in order to answer it. I can answer it like maybe let's say 5 minutes later if there's something intense going on. You can see we're up to $833 on the day now. I don't think we've actually ended up losing a trade yet, so I'm pretty excited about that. Hey there, AP Performance or Ben. Thank you for the question. You said, is it the futures trading strategy? Yes, it is. And you said you're confused on what you need to run our L2Azimuth strategy and if there are any tutorials. To answer the first component of your question, all you need is NinjaTrader 8. This is a free software, or NinjaTrader 8 is a free software, and you'll need access to level 2 data. Level 2 data can be purchased for about $15 a month. It's just a regular add-on to your regular data package. You can also get it through Apex Trader Funding for about $10 a month. In regards to tutorials, purchase of L2Azimuth comes with a full course on how to use the software, and of course, an installation tutorial and whatnot. We have that publicly available, but in terms of tutorials, it comes with that.
Target
Looks like
filled.
we got into a long trade there, ended up winning that up to $999.60. That's a fun number. Hi, João Flores. You said, what settings are you using on your video? I am an L2A subscriber. If you go to earlier in the video, you'll be able to see those settings. However, I'll pull them up again for you guys here so anyone who joined late is able to see them. So you can see we have these settings up here on the screen. Just going to keep these up for about 10 more seconds, then we'll throw that off. Hey, Craig, you said no offense. You're the only live streamer that can't seem to be able to live stream. I know it must be tough on you. It's also tough on us. A lot of potential customers are likely losing faith in your tech abilities. So sorry for your trouble. Hey, Craig, no worries. This is just a great question. And, it's why I've really prioritized making sure that I'm able to get stable internet. Unfortunately, in California, we have pretty crappy service coverage in terms of fiber. So I made sure I literally moved out of my previous apartment. I bought out the lease specifically so I could find somewhere um, that actually has fiber internet. I literally moved in so I could make sure I could deliver you guys high quality streaming content and not have those issues. So I understand that likely is pretty annoying, but when you think about how I was literally getting 1 megabyte a second upload speed,
Target filled.
download speed doesn't matter at that point. Something that I kind of had to prioritize. And yeah, there should not be any issues anymore with that. Hey Todd, you said you recommend a VPS for trading, but to minimize my expenditures right now, does it do well on a local machine? I'm near Austin, Texas, and ping is generally less than 30 milliseconds. Hey Todd, this is a great question. VPS is always going to, slightly improve your performance, but if you are in Austin, 30 milliseconds is actually generally the threshold where I say, you don't really need a VPS. Anything lower than that, it's not necessary. I think you'll do fine on a local machine. I don't think you'll have any issues. Now, second question, someone else asked something that's somewhat related. He said, I heard that Apex latency lowers the effectiveness of L2A. Did you experience that? And if so, what did you do to get around it? I've seen that Apex is pretty generally true to the sim fills that we're getting. However, with a VPS system, I mean, you're going to get much lower latency across the board there. So that's what I'm using. I'm personally using the Sierra Link Sierra VPS. You can get Sierra Link in the description and get that. So yeah. Hey, Steven. Thanks for the question. You said, hello, Connor. I'd like to know if you offer any semi-automated products. I really want to learn the process and have the tech support my thesis being in the trade. Excellent question, Stephen. I think that you'd most likely be interested in the Polarity automated trading interface. It's what we had been using for a very, very long time, for about a year and a half of live streaming consistently, like 2 or 3 times a week on Polarity, and that system is definitely semi-automated. So the way it works is that you arm the strategy. It will take a trade. It'll disarm a strategy when it takes that trade, and you can rearm it when it meets your thesis. So that would most likely be up your alley. We also offer a machine learning component to that, so you can actually automatically
Target
optimize
filled.
your parameters, so you don't have to worry about any of that and just focus on trading. Hey guys, by the way, make sure that you're aware of what microcongruity does.
Target
Just
filled.
got filled into a long position there, ended up winning that trade up to $1,500 on the day now. Also, guys, we are running a Black Friday sale. I think this is the biggest sale we've actually ever ran. Use code Black Friday 35 on our website for 35% off on our software. It's going to end on Friday night at midnight, so look into that while you can if you're interested. We don't ever run sales this high except for um, on Black Friday.
Target filled.
Up to 1,666 now. Hey Andy, you said, how are you operating that trading bot? Are you pressing certain buttons when you see something happen, or do you just configure settings initially and slap it on? And does it work with Top Step? Hey Andy, so my process today was I loaded up the strategy. I had the settings that are currently screen. I'll pull these up right now. I have not adjusted these since like 2 weeks ago. I'm using the same settings. I just load it, and the machine learning component will optimize that. And I click the concordant button. So right here on the right, you can see it says concordant. That means the strategy is enabled. So that's the only button that I have turned on. You can see we ended up
Target
getting filled
filled.
there into a short position. Let's just disable this right here for you guys. So go to the right-hand side. So this is what the strategy looks like initially when you enable it. Then you'll just click the concordant button. This arms the strategy and it'll begin to take trades. So that's all I've been doing. I have not been turning off or turning on any buttons today. I have essentially been letting it do its own thing the entire day.
Target
Just got
filled.
filled there on a long position. Ended up winning that up $2,000 on the day now. Hey, Gene, these trades are on an Apex PA account. So I can get payouts on them, but technically this is considered a hypothetical account just due to the way that Apex is a quote unquote live sim. Hi, Todd. You said thank you for the answer to my last question. Of course, Todd. You said you really enjoyed the webinar you did with NeuroStreet. You had mentioned settings to increase accuracy. Can you speak a bit about the ability to run fewer trades with a higher win rate? Yeah, absolutely. So what I suggest doing if you want to have lower amount of trades but higher win rate, first of all, DexArray is going to be your best friend with that. That's the scanner over here on the right. Usually we could turn this on right here, but likely won't get filled into much just due to our trading frequency. At the top right, we have our two-tick micro forecasting score. The easiest way to increase accuracy while decreasing the number of trades you get is just to increase your minimum microcongruity number to reflect the amount of microcongruity that you need to enter a trade. If you increase this, the number of trades should decrease pretty quickly, and the win rate should increase by a measurable amount. Hey, Naresh, you said, can you please show your settings? Why are the limit orders filling so fast for you like a market order? Hi, Naresh. Absolutely. I think my settings are on the screen right now. Yeah, they are. My limit orders are filling quite quickly just due to the fact that they are placed at the bid. There, you can see here that we actually placed a limit order there and did not get filled. That's an example of that. But we don't have any offset, so we're placing that directly at the bid or the ask. We're just hopping in, joining the bid or ask, and we end up getting filled on some of them. We end up not getting filled on others, but yeah, hope that answers your question, Naresh.
Target filled.
Just got filled into a trade there. Ended up winning it pretty quickly. Hey Steven, you said, sorry, I'm a new follower to your channel. It seems I don't understand. Hey, absolutely. I highly recommend checking out the video that I'm about to post in the description here or in the chat.
Target filled.
Looks like we got filled into a trade there, ended up winning that. I think we've been up today. We have not. I don't think we've lost a trade yet. That's super solid. Um,
Target filled.
Unfortunately, there we ended up losing that trade. That's okay. Also, guys, if you guys could leave a like on this live stream if you're enjoying today's content, that would help me substantially. We have 219 viewers, I think, here. If even half of you guys left a like on this video, it would help me out immensely. Thanks so much, guys. If you're here, that would be super cool if you could leave a like on the video. Unfortunately, there we lost another one of those trades back down to 2182.
Target
There we
filled.
go. Won that trade back up to 2348. If you guys are new to the channel and you want to see what this strategy really is, check out this video right here. It's in the chat. It's called The Equation That Ends Market Manipulation. It goes into the science behind why this strategy is effective and talks about, how to actually use it. Getting a bit of chop here. Haven't been doing super good on this area. Almost got filled here. Just didn't touch our take profit there, unfortunately. But so we're back down to 2098. Hey Todd, you can enter the discount code at checkout and it will reflect that. I'll post a link as well where you guys can just click on the actual link and it'll just apply the discount for you.
Target filled.
Just got filled there up to 2265 again, down from our high on the day of 2500. Hey Doug, unfortunately no Polarity owners would not be able to stack their discount with the Black Friday offer. This is a super short-term offer, and this is not something we usually offer on in terms of a discount. So it's explicitly only going to be in this 3-day window, and then we're ending the sale immediately after that, and we're not going to do this again. Hey Dalen, you said how important is Sierra Link / a VPS server to the strategy? This depends on where you're located in the world, as well as where you're actually, or which contract you're trading. If you're trading on The US markets and you're located in Indonesia, you'll definitely need a VPS. But if you're located in, let's say Florida, you're trading US futures markets, it's much less required for you to have a VPS. Hey, Milas, I usually turn on the strategy about 5 minutes before I start trading. Dennis said, are the support and resistance zones on your chart part of the L2 Azimuth indicator? Technically, yes, they are. They come free with L2 Azimuth. So this is actually our footprint chart called the Analytica Chart 4 Plus. But if you purchase L2 Azimuth, you end up getting this for free. So yes, it does come with that. Hey Matt, I will look into this right after the stream. Thank you so much for letting me know about that. Yeah, absolutely. So if you guys are interested in checking your ping, open up your command prompt and paste this command inside of it, and you'll be able to see your latency to the actual brokerage. I'm gonna decrease the size of this for now, guys, just so we can keep it up for people who are just joining, so you can see the settings that we have. But I'll increase them whenever like we want to highlight them. Hey Todd, you said thanks for fielding our questions. Yeah, absolutely. And you said you've had some really good days like today. Can you comment on what losing days look like? Absolutely, Todd. So generally there'll be some days where market movement is just not really consistently reliable from a spoofing standpoint. But what ends up happening is that my losing days are just break even before commissions. We lose money on commissions, but we don't lose money in terms of general alpha. So what that means is that if we continue trading, our risk is still pretty low. If we want to keep trading throughout the day and continue to try and find spoofing opportunities or counter spoofing opportunities, we'd only really be losing the commissions per trade. And we actually have a pretty high chance of earning that back once market movement stabilizes. So oftentimes, if I trade at market open, there will be about a 20% chance, 10 to 20% chance, where that the market movement for the first 30 minutes is not really going to be consistently profitable and will end up being down because of commissions. So that's really generally what our losing days look like. I've never had an explosively losing day where we are consistently losing money, not from commissions, but just from actual trading activity. So that's what's pretty nice about this strategy is that it has a pretty smooth equity curve, and when it does lose, it's really only losing on commissions, which is not nearly as substantial from getting consistently stopped out. Hey Andy, you asked when I purchased L2 Azimuth, what kind of educational videos should I be expecting? Are there daily live streams or some sort of coaching slash stream calls? Or is the L2 Azimuth really that simple? Just configure settings, slap it on, and off to the races it goes. Thank you so much for your question, Andy. So with L2 Azimuth, we have over 2 hours of educational video content available, which is going to walk you through from assuming that you're a complete
Target filled.
beginner, and we're going to walk you through how to actually trade the software effectively like I do. Generally what we're seeing is that because counter spoofing is such a novel approach to market dynamics, right now it's very, very simple to trade. No guarantees that in the future it's going to be like this, but As it stands right now, and from what we've seen from launch, we're moving closer and closer to critical mass, which is I'd say pretty solid. So it's in a good way. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the critical mass concept. You see, we got a partial fill there. We got filled into like one of our contracts on two of those trades there, which is pretty funny. But in terms of daily live stream, it's not every day, but we do it twice a week. So some days I will actually go through and I'll turn on chat. We'll walk through our settings and make sure everyone's dialed in before the stream starts. And I'll have you guys actually copy my trades if you want to, of course. Now that requires microgravity to be off, but there are days where we will do that to you know, help you guys achieve what, of course, everyone is trying to go for. That being said, that can only be done on a PA account just because of the fact of the matter of trade copying being considered quote unquote market manipulation on a brokerage account. But with a PA account, we do not have that issue. And with a PA account, we can still make real money and withdraw that money into our bank accounts. So that's always a plus, right? Hey Doug, 35% will work for the lifetime license and the quarterly plan. However, the quarterly plan discount will only work for the first payment on the quarterly. Any recurring payments after that will not have the discount applied. Hey Tim, I still am offering the founder's code. Gonna throw on trespass here. We have all three scanners enabled now. Wanted to get some consistently reliable trades here, but let's go shotgun and just turn everything on. See if we can get up to our profit target of $5,000 on the day. Looks like we got a short position fill there. Ended up losing that, unfortunately, though. Back down to 22.90. Volatility really has decreased. And I'm sure it's because of Thanksgiving Eve. But it's okay.
Target
Just
filled.
got filled there up to 24.56. You know what, guys? We're going to be a little controversial here, and we're going to bump up our contracts here to 6. So I'm going to save that as our template. We're good to go. We're on 6 contracts now. We got a partial fill there. Only one of our contracts ended up winning that. Steven said, hey, hello, Connor. Could you explain the Analytica Chart 4 Plus? Would that footprint software be a beginner's way to learn footprint? Yeah, absolutely. So the Analytica Chart 4 Plus is our footprint chart that's currently on the screen. You can see here we have a list of stacked imbalances on either side, as well as general market order activity. So these yellow or orange numbers on the left side, those are going to be active sellers, and that is located as an imbalance. The numbers on the right side of the candlestick are going to be active buyers. So you can see how this can be a powerful tool to tell you guys which direction the market can potentially be moving. We have some really good Analytica Chart 4 Plus exclusive strategies where you can just trade manually with that, and they're pretty effective. So those are very, very old videos, though. Those are about 2 years old now on our channel. Hey, Andy, thanks for the question. You said, does this work with Top Step or only Apex? I currently have 3 funded accounts of Top Step with Rhythmic on NinjaTrader. Yes, this absolutely does work on Top Step. No issue. So it works on Top Step. It works on Earn to Trade, specifically on Earn to Trade after they change their rules, and it works on Apex. I believe it also works on Bulanox, but we don't really have very many traders using that, so that's not something we actively are always checking to make sure that payouts are processed. So if anyone has any experience with Bulanox on L2Azimuth, please let me know if your payouts are being approved. And I'll get back to you on that. But based on our data, we had quite a few traders get approved on payouts on Apex last week with L2Azimuth, as well as on Top Step. So um, super excited to always see that. Hey, Dalen, you said, do you keep track / make public how often you receive a payout from prop firms? Yeah, exactly. Just like I had just mentioned, that's something that we do keep track of. Also, you can see my account name on the right, my PA account. That's not changed at all, which means I have not blown this account at all. Um, but yeah, so we're in the same PA account.
Target filled.
Ended up winning that trade up to 27-23 now. Guys, if you're watching here, you're enjoying the stream, and we're seeing that we're getting your questions answered. It would mean a
Target
lot to me if
filled.
you guys left a like on the stream. Hi, Joey. I've been a little busy moving into my new place. I apologize if I haven't checked that. I'll check your message after the stream. Michael Crowley, you asked, how did you change your order from 5 to 6? I opened up my ATM strategy menu, increased the order quantity to 6, and then saved it as my template. Hey Joey, it's pretty solid. Right now, my my setup is in my living room because I'm trading on that from the dining room table, just because my actual desk isn't here yet. But it's pretty nice. It's actually a house this time, so it's not a condo like it was before. Um, and I just absolutely love CDM. So it's been beautiful. I love how walkable this city is, and it's just right on the water, and it's just beautiful. I love this place, and feels very warm and welcoming. Um, it's always exciting getting a bunch of new furniture. I left all my stuff behind, and I'm just doing complete overhaul on my furniture. I'm getting some stuff that I think will last quite a bit longer. So that's been a super fun process to try and figure out.
Target filled.
Hey Dalen, by the way, that's actually not just a back test. That's actually real account results with that. But that is using all the same settings, and it was not adjusted as I went along. Yeah, CDM really is so special. I've traveled a lot around SoCal, really trying to figure out where I want to live. I'll move like every 2 to 3 months, um, and just see what's going on. I've tried Laguna Beach. I've tried different areas in Newport. Um, I've gone to Santa Barbara. I've done all. I've moved. I've lived in places for 3 months at a time, and I think I've definitely decided that CDM is where I want to be. It's just perfect. It's just like perfect blend of walkableness and nature, and um, then if you go up the Newport coast, there's a big open road there. You can get into Irvine really easily, and it's just really nice. I love it here.
Target filled. Target filled.
Oh, sorry, I accidentally turned off my mic there. Yeah, absolutely, Joey. I think that yeah, CDM definitely has a premium on it right now. It's the rental is about 9,000 a month, which yeah, it certainly is. It's up there, but honestly, I think it's worth it for what I'm getting. But yeah, I'm curious to see how things are in Michigan. Hey Andy, you said what are the losing days like with L2Azimuth? Is it just small, consistent losing trades until a daily loss, or a trade or two can quickly hit the daily loss? Andy, this is a great question. I did go over this a little bit earlier in the stream, but I am happy to go over it one more time. So the way that the losing days generally happen are going to be it's going to be death by commissions. So your trades should generally be breaking even when you have a losing day. You'll just be hitting break even over and over again. Win, loss, win, loss, win, win, loss, loss, loss. Um, and with the higher than one risk to reward ratio we have, that'll lead you to be break even before
Target
commissions.
filled.
So, and what can end up happening is that because there's so many trades, you'll end up slowly finding yourself like finding your way to your maximum loss. So that does happen to me sometimes. It's somewhat strange. We're trying to quantify exactly why
Target
it can
filled.
happen. It's not something that happens consistently, though. I'd say that there's likely going to be one day a week where that's going to happen. But again, yeah, it's going to be small, slowly making your way there. You can make adjust changes as it happens, but usually I just keep trading. So there are some days where I'll be down like 1,200, and then I'll just turn it around, and we'll somehow end up like 2,500 by the end of the hour. So we had that happen on a couple live streams like 2 weeks ago too. So you can see that happen
Target
if you want.
filled.
Those live streams 2 weeks ago should be a pretty good helpful resource if you want to see how exactly a losing day looks like. But yeah. Hi, Christian. You said, can you give the settings for Analytica Chart 4 Plus? The reason why I'm not answering your question is because these settings are irrelevant. These don't actually do anything to the strategy logic. And you said that support had sent you screenshots of the Analytica Chart 4 Plus settings. So, really not sure how to help you with that, my man. That's not something I can really do on stream, and I don't find that to be a trade critical question. So, yeah, our tech support can get you handled on that. If you explain to them your
Target
situation,
filled.
they'll be able to help you out. Naresh, you're asking for my
Target
stop
filled.
strategy settings are the exact same as the template. exact same as the template. A bunch of people have asked this over and over again, and I've said again, they're the exact same as the installation template. There are no differences with that. Hey, Jeremiah, you said, hello, I'm watching right now. I didn't catch from the beginning, but this is automated at this
Target
point. You're just
filled.
letting it do its thing right now. Yeah, absolutely. So Jeremiah, today I have actually not swapped on any modes or scanners. We just have, once we enable concordant over here on the right, the strategy is enabled. And because we have auto re-engage on, we have not taken any action. We've just been letting it run. So, I mean, it's pretty solid. Yeah, so today it's been completely automated. We're pretty close to our take profit now, actually. We're up to 47.22 after commissions. Hey, Will, yes, you do. It does require having tick replay to be enabled if you want to use microcongruity. Hey, Tim, I will shoot you an email right after this to make sure you're able to get that founder's code. Um, I ended up losing that trade. I'm back down to 46.22. Hey, Frank, you said, do you mainly focus on the ES futures or do you use other instruments? Yeah, absolutely. I do mainly focus on ES just because it's consistently reliable, but we also focus on NQ, ZN, ZB, CL, or other commodity markets. We're able to trade those commodities now with this level 2 data. Hey, Joey, I'm using 2,200 bars to load.
Target filled.
If you guys are interested in a Sierra Link Black Friday sale code, we will be adding one later today to the site, um, as well as we're going to be offering a temporary annual plan available for Sierra Link. So if you want to pay upfront annually, you'll get an additional 10% off. So currently our quarterly plans are 20% off, and then
Target
you'll get
filled.
30% off if you go with the annual plan. You'll just prepay up front and you'll have access for a full year. And that's also stackable with the 10% off code that we're going to be offering. So not very much margin in there for us. We may end up losing money on support, but it's something that I want to do for capital expansion. And I think that you guys will, once we get some economy of scale going up here, we can, I think we'll eventually be profitable. Hey, Prayer Warrior, you said, can you please explain how you adjusted the order quantity on the fly? I didn't understand how or why you saved the template. I did save the template. I did not adjust it on the fly. You just couldn't see it. Up to 48.84 now. Just one more trade and we'll be at our take profit for the day. Just one more trade. Let's see if we can get filled on it. Surprised we haven't gotten into a trade yet. Just need to win one more. Can you imagine if we just keep losing this trade and we go all the way down to like 3,000? That'd be pretty funny. But Gavin, you said, "Hey Connor, just got level 2 or L2A up and running uh, with your posted settings and taking the same orders as you. Do you change the settings much often from what you
Target
posted?" Oh,
filled.
looks like we just got filled there up to 5,084 on the day, right above our profit target. Um, hey, Gavin, great to hear. I'm glad you got it up and running. I'm glad you were getting the same trades as me. No, I don't really change them. I've been changing them just to show for community demand. I think that I need to stop listening to the community when I say like, "Oh, can you try this? Can you try that?" And just stick with one set of settings just for consistency's sake. But yeah, there's no real reason for you to change settings from this. It's not like polarity where they're really market condition dependent. It's just going to be trading style dependent. You'll have static settings to demonstrate what kind of trades you want to be getting. Andy, you said, "Oh, what would you say is the biggest catch with L2Azimuth?" I'd say the biggest catch is that there can be awkward moments in the market where counter spoofing is picking up times where there isn't real spoofing going on, and that's going to lead to that break even behavior where you'll have periods where at break even you will be down because of commissions. So it's just one of those things where you have to worry about that. So there is certainly a component where it's not a literal money printer. Um, that and just be aware of mindful that your stop losses can on Apex be a little bit greater than what you expect. So, hey Michael, I am saving the existing name that came with the system and overwriting it. Hey Catherine, I can certainly check that out. Or Frank, sorry, I can answer that. Yeah, Jeremiah, you asked the same question. What's the catch? There are periods where it will be at break even before commissions, and commissions will bring that into the red. Hey Ben, you asked if level 2 data is required, and yes, it absolutely is for L2A. If you guys are interested in seeing, quote unquote, is this too good to be true? Um, if you just go on like L2 Azimuth in on YouTube. There are quite a few YouTubers who are consistently posting um, profitable days. I mean, let's go through here. Just search this. I mean, for example, Market Decoy. Um, this guy, he's been posting every single day, it looks like. Pretty insane. Um, had a couple of red days here, but other than that, looks like everything's green. Just gonna post him here. Of course, the classic Brett R. He's been making polarity content for a while. Um, and he has 922 subscribers, 155 videos, and he's been live streaming pretty consistently. I think he's taking the week off. Um, this guy, okay, interesting. Looks like he's not trading L2A today. Oh yeah, and of course, Futures Odyssey. He's been doing super well. Looking at his videos, he has some really high production quality content, explaining his trades, why they happen. They're actually pretty entertaining. But yeah, that's that. Push that in the link. Um, show some love to these guys if you guys are interested in seeing that content. I mean, I think it's just it for me. It makes my job easier because it's like, I mean, these guys are making just candid trading videos of it, and it's like I don't have to do that. So if I'm not trading for the day, um, and like Brett's post doing a live stream and he's green on the day, it's like that helps. So I mean, I really do appreciate that these guys are out here making videos, and it's super cool. They're all trading on live accounts, I believe, or at least funded accounts, which is super sick. But yeah, guys, today, here, hold on, let me pull up this discount code here. So today we are actually running a Black Friday discount. It's going to be 35% off. Um, hold on. Sorry, guys. This is super sketch. So if you use code Black Friday 35 at checkout, you can take 35% off of your purchase on L2Azimuth or anything on the site. If you want to add an additional license to your software, you can get an additional one for about 1,000. You can take 35% off here. But if you use code Black Friday 35, this expires at midnight on Friday. So be sure to check that out if you guys are interested in using it. Code Black Friday 35. Um, let me get this discount link here for you guys too. You just click the link in the chat if you want to just automatically apply that instead of having it done at checkout. Yeah, those guys in the YouTube, they super solid. They make more videos than I do. It kind of puts some pressure on me to, start doing more actual YouTube content instead of just like live streaming. Because live streaming is honestly easy. I'm just trading, I'm talking a little bit, but it's not something that really requires a lot of overhead in terms of editing time and things like that. So um, that's been pretty nice. But guys, I think that we're probably going to call it for the day here. If you guys enjoyed today's stream, please leave a like on this live stream. Really helps motivate me. It helps me see how you guys are feeling about the live streams. Gives me a pretty good community consensus on that. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like on this live stream. It would be super helpful. Anyway, guys, thank you so much today for watching, and I will see you guys after Thanksgiving.